Thankfully, no tornadoes at ABC24 today. We appreciate you being with us here for Weather Impact Now. I am Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett. This is the show that is all about weather. We are here every weeknight at 6:30, so we appreciate you joining us. We get to do a really deep dive on not only the local forecast and what to expect, but why it's happening, and also some really cool science stuff as well. So if you like the weather, this is the place to be. But of course, we always start out with what's happening out there right now in your local forecast. And the radar is showing us, as we head over to the wall, a couple of isolated to spotty showers. Now, the radar is actually a lot more clear than it was this time yesterday. We had quite a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms on the radar. There are still a few today, just not as many as what we were seeing yesterday. Now, Memphis actually did see a pretty good thunderstorm probably about 2 hours ago at this point, a little closer to 4:30 or 5 o'clock. You see we are all dry now in Memphis, Shelby County, DeSoto County, Tipton County, most of the metro looking really nice right now. But as we put this into motion over the last 3 hours, you see that storm developed over the airport and moved north and west through the city. It only lasted about 10 minutes, but it did provide us with some pretty good rainfall here in the city. Not enough to produce any flooding or anything like that, but you see those rain totals just in the last 3 hours. You're looking at maybe a quarter to a half an inch of rain, maybe a little closer to an inch in parts of Crittenden County where we had that rain come on through. Most other areas are dry right now. We have very isolated showers popping up. You see one right there in northwestern Hardeman County, a couple of sprinkles not far from Truman and Mark Tree, one near Osceola, a couple of sprinkles near Oxford, and then a little downpour at the Coahoma and Quitman County line. But most spots at this point are dry, and what tends to happen in these warm and humid months, we get storms that fire up right around lunchtime. And then as the sun starts to go down, they lose a little energy, and we see them start to fizzle out as we get closer to sunset. So I'm really not expecting much more in the way of thunderstorm activity for the rest of this evening. But again, maybe from now through 8 p.m., there could be just a few isolated showers that do end up popping up. So rain chances for the rest of this evening, they're going to continue to decrease over the next few hours. I would say by 8 or 9 o'clock, we are going to be pretty dry. And then the overnight hours, I think things are pretty quiet. Maybe a sprinkle, but really expecting a dry night tonight. It's going to stay muggy, though, just like it has been today. Dew points are in the 70s, so you're really going to feel that humidity. Just a slight chance of a sprinkle tonight. And then tomorrow we do it all again. Dry and humid in the morning. Pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. Again, it's that lunchtime time frame where we get the right amount of heat and humidity that those storms can kind of fire up. So that's going to be the case for Thursday and Friday. Pretty much any time between lunch and dinner, there could be some isolated thunderstorms. Generally, the nighttime hours are going to be dry, but again, between lunch and dinner, pop-up storms are possible. Saturday, rain chances actually start to decrease. I think Saturday is mostly dry. There's only a slight chance of a shower. So if you have stuff to do Saturday, odds are you're going to be okay. We'll walk this through the next couple of days, hour by hour, like we mentioned overnight tonight as you watch the clock up there at the top right of the screen. Tonight looks pretty dry. Tomorrow morning looks dry if you want to get out, 7 a.m., no rain out there. But by lunchtime, there go those storms. A couple starting off in eastern Arkansas by about 1 o'clock, and then more spotty storms across the area by 3, 4, 5 o'clock. They're not going to hit everywhere like we've been talking about, but tomorrow we do have that chance. Tomorrow night they fade away. Friday morning looks dry, but by Friday afternoon, the same thing between about lunch and dinner on Friday. Some pop-up storms develop. And then Friday night, I actually think is going to be dry. So if you've got plans late Friday after sunset, I think your rain chances are pretty low. And then again, Saturday, I can't rule out a couple of sprinkles, but notice how the radar looks a lot more clear on Saturday. Just a slight chance of a quick shower. Keep in mind with these rain chances, it's not going to rain everywhere every single day. And if you do see a storm, it will not last long. So if you're trying to do the pool this weekend, go for it. Just be aware there might be a quick 10-minute shower that's going to cause you to head inside. Next week, though, I think we finally turned the page. Just as we're going into June, I think the forecast is going to turn more dry. If you can believe it, Monday kicks off June. Regardless, though, over the next couple of days, we could add up an extra inch to inch and a half of rain. This is if you see a downpour, because not everybody's going to see that rain, right? Just like we talked about. If you do see a downpour, you could get an extra inch to inch and a half of rain. We've had plenty here for the last 7 days. These are our estimated rain totals, anywhere from close to 4 inches in parts of eastern Arkansas, 4.5 near Blytheville, about 4 in Oxford. Some spots, though, a little less. Memphis at the airport estimating about 1.5 inches of rain, 2 inches near Corinth. So again, it just depends where you are. It looks like Fayette County really hasn't seen a whole lot of rain in the last 7 days, while other areas seem like they get it every single day. So it's just kind of the luck of the draw. There's no way to precisely pinpoint where those storms are going to pop up each day. But there is about a 40% chance for you to see that storm again tomorrow or Friday. You might get a quick 10-minute downpour, and that's it. So this does not last all day, just those quick downpours. Saturday, mostly dry. Maybe a quick shower, but I think Saturday's going to be, for the most part, okay. Sunday and next week turning much more dry as we get a drier air mass that comes in. This is our precipitation outlook for the first couple of days of June. Notice that moisture kind of goes down to our south, and we get into a slightly drier weather pattern as we look ahead to next week. So again, it's kind of the pattern where you might see a storm, you might not, kind of a 40% chance each day. Remember, you can always check where the storms are developing on our live radar. Just scan that QR code there on your screen. That's going to take you to download our app for your smart TV. Or you can just go on there and search. If you have a TV that you can put apps on, like a Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Samsung, go on there and search ABC24. You can watch our live broadcast whenever you want, just like you're watching this. Or you can just check the radar. We've got a live stream of the radar constantly going to show you what's going on. Again, you can scan that QR code to check the radar, or again, just search ABC24. It'll take you to the same place. So Thursday and Friday, both featuring those pop-up storm chances. It's going to be humid for the next couple of days too, and mostly cloudy. Highs in the low to mid 80s. Saturday, clouds tend to hang on. Slight chance of a couple of showers, but Saturday looks okay. Sunday looks better though. Maybe a little more sun and pretty dry. High of 84. Next week, sunny and dry. Staying warm, low to mid 80s, but humidity will come down. So as we start off June on Monday, it's going to be sunny, dry, and a lot less humid. I think a little more comfortable too by early next week. All right, that's a check of your local Memphis forecast, but a lot of us start to head out of town as we get closer to the summer months. Coming up after this, we'll check in with meteorologist Daniel McDonald for a check of your regional forecast. You can almost see some of that humidity on the horizon.